Hello everyone, I'm Li Xiangning from Group 7. The members of our group include Di Xuye, Pan Aiting, Zhao Yuchen, Hu Xin, and me. The theme of our group is parenting, balancing patience, and frustration when dealing with children. Now let's start our presentation. Our presentation consists of 4 parts. Part 1 is what emotions do parents experience during parenting. Part 2, under what circumstances do these emotions arise? Part 3 is in the process of parenting, how will the parent's emotions affect the child? And part 4, how parents balance patience and frustration.
Part 1. What emotions do parents expressing during parenting? First stage of bad mode. Anxiety and fear bred a desire for control. The definition of control tendency. Through the influences of their social responsibility, parents seek more controlled emotional disposition. Then advanced emotional about control are born. And as a strong psychological drive, parents tend to justify influencing, managing, or dominating their children in order to domain their own sense of security and power. The factor of security affects the regulation of emotions, and the behavior shows that among the children and the caregivers. In Boas' view, the need for control often arises when attachment is insecurity, as individual may attempt to manage relationships or environments to compensate for emotional uncertainty. And the manifestation. Parents' desire to control their kids often show up in specific ways, like strictly managing things like what their kids wear, eat, or who they hang out with, even what hobbies or careers they choose. Using guilt or conditional love to push their kids to meet high expectations, often focused on achievements like academics or sports, while ignoring what the kids actually want, not giving their kids the freedom to make decisions, express themselves, think independently, or take risks. These can create a lot of pressure and leave kids feeling like they have no room to be themselves. The second stage of bad mood is love and care are flu of protection. The definition of protectiveness is about wanting to make sure that others are safe and well, rather than just about needing to be attached to them. In family relationships, parents show a lot of protectiveness towards children. This demonstrates by looking out for each other's needs, dealing with treats, or providing support. The manifestation, a parent's protectiveness can show up in different ways. First, being too worried about safety, parents can sometimes be a bit too protective and end up limiting their children's independence or social outings. And what's more, parents often try to keep their kids on side by playing their emotions or make them think they will lose them. And the differences between the controlling and protective. Although controlling and protective behavior might look similar at times, their motivations and expressions are quite different. Controlling behavior is driven by a need to dominate someone else's choices, actions, or circumstances. It's often tied to feelings like anxiety, insecurity, or desire for power. Protective behavior, on the other hand, comes out from a place to care and responsibility. It's about ensuring someone else's safety and well-being, not about taking over their decisions. Understanding these differences is key to recognizing what's really behind certain actions.
Okay, about part 2. Firstly, let's say introduction. Control and protectiveness are commonly emotional response that emerge in response to a variety of parenting situations, often due to a parent's desire to protect their child's well-being and the future. These emotional responses can manifest in different ways. Next, the controlling. Control often emerges in response to perceived stress to a child's employment or safety, leading parents to impose strict rules and guidelines. Parents may also feel a sense of frustration or helplessness, triggering more controlling behaviors. And the example of controlling is that when a parent believes their children is not performing as well as expected academically, their immediate reaction may stem from anxiety about the child's future or fear of failure, leading to interventions such as pushing a better grade or stricter study routines. And of course, appropriate control can benefit a children's physical and mental health and guide their behavior, but excessive control can stifle a child's ability to develop autonomy and self-regulation. And next, the protectiveness. Protectiveness can occur when a parent feels the need to shield their children from harm, either from physical desire or the emotional distress. This response is often linked to anxiety about the children's well-being and the desire to ensure their safety. And the example, Protectiveness example is that when a parent is overly worried about their children's exposure to unhealthy relationships with media, limiting social interaction or restricting access to a certain platform. Let's talk about the impact of protectiveness. The overprotectiveness is similarly to the over-controlling. Is that overprotectiveness can have negative effects on the children's development. It may limit the children's ability to learn to resilience or develop coping skills when faced with adversity. Children may struggle with independence and may lack of emotional maturity to handle challenges when they occur.
Part 3. In the process of parenting, how will the process emotion affect the child? First, such as Sarah discovering important relation between high school student emotion intelligence and their academic ability. Second, in China, she identified that emotion intelligence is active linked to subjective well-being. And Philip research discovered that research control factor value of the following in the children, which finally bring their self-efficacy. At the same time, Logan discovered how children with psychology problems are particularly weak to the extent of influence. Next, Lin Yuan discovered that particular psychological control is strength linked with children internet education in more of such control affecting eating behavior. In summary, these are related to the emotion of parents.
Okay, let's talk about part 4. How parents balance tensions and their frustration. Introduction. The challenge of parenting. Parenting is a journey filled with both tensions and frustration. Balancing these emotions is critical for building strong relationships and fostering healthy development in children. The impact of parental control. Excessive psychological control can increase children's social anxiety. Studies show that self-control undermines their self-evaluation and hinders their fear of criticism. Well, parents often act out of care. This approach can lead to significant emotional harm. The solution lies in guiding children with flexibility, fostering autonomy, while offering support. Ability syndrome and parenting stress. Parents of children with autism face unique challenges due to ability syndrome. This social crash often damages parents and child relationships. However, resilient parents' ability to adapt recover proves to be a powerful tool in mitigating these effects. Additionally, reduced household chores creates an environment conducive to positive interactions. Critical takeaways. Foster autonomy. Encourage independence while often structured support. Build relationships. Develop coping strategies to handle external threats. Optimize the environment. Minimize costs to create a supportive atmosphere.
Conclusion: the path to balance. Balancing patience and frustration in parenting requires self-awareness and intentional strategies. By prioritizing flexibility, resilience, and a nurturing environment, parents can navigate challenges while strengthening their bonds with their children. That's all for our group. Thank you, Group 7.